So, you fingered, you've done it, and now you're trying to transition between the fingers to the cock. How do you do that, and how would you penetrate?
Typically, when you get the other person really aroused and you've been stimulating their genitals, they're going to naturally want to reciprocate, which means that they're probably going to start going for actually stimulating and touching your penis.
Yeah.
At that point, a couple things. One, maybe they're going to want to just spend some time getting used to looking at, touching, becoming normal with your cock, and that's I think something that you should really let them do. The second thing is that when it comes to then touching their pussy with your penis, approach it the same way. It's not about just going straight in or directly onto the clitoris. Actually take your penis kind of like a paintbrush, and it doesn't have to be hard. It could be hard or limp, and actually take it to stimulate the lips and around this outer area.
Okay.
And what I would actually do here too is that I would make her be able to feel comfortable that once she's been touching you, to say well, would you want to stimulate your pussy with my cock? So that way then she's the one guiding it. You can learn how she likes to be touched. Also then you'll know when she's ready to do whatever, because then she'll start to take it towards
Okay, so you're normalizing the feeling of, the cock being next to the pussy, basically.
Exactly, and that she's also has a feeling of being in control.
Okay, now how would you put it in?
Well, either you could do it if she's confident that she would be on top, so that way then there's no chance that, you're pushing in beyond what she's wanting, that she's actually the one inviting you in. Okay. The second way is if she's on her back, I would again also not be the one pushing into her. I would keep myself close to the entrance. I'm going to use this prop here. And as let's say you're stimulating this area here, you're getting her to move her hips and be active. Okay. As you hold it towards the entrance, she's then going to start to bring herself closer. But don't feel awkward about this time that you have before actually entering, when you're just touching or hovering, because that's when the two bodies are really getting used to each other, and it's building a ton of sexual tension. So that way then when she does pull you in, she'll really be ready for it.
I personally believe that for the first time sex, the girl should be on top because she has more control on, when the diggers come in and whether, she's putting pressure on it or not. Do you think that's what you should be doing, having the girl on top for the first time?
I think it's great as long as she's confident. Okay. Now, some girls are going to feel, I'm not so confident to be on top, and they'd rather be on their back, in which case then you're going to be over them and allow yourself to kind of be close, but I would still have them then do that last bit of guiding in. And this is really important also. The amount of lube that is on a condom, even if she's already really wet and turned on, typically isn't enough. So the condom can dry her out. So make sure that you have some lube there to add on top of the condom. And if you ever get any feeling that there's kind of sticking, pressure, friction, or if even if you notice her face is kind of grimacing, or trying to clench to tighten up, again, pull back, don't lean in, create that space that's going to get her to relax. Because her natural thing is, I have a little pain, I'm just going to try and push through it.
And what's kind of the movement and the way you're, rocking back and forth, and then your ankles, you should be putting it in?
So let's say that if you are on the bottom, we'll start off where she's then holding you. Yeah. In that case, you're actually lying pretty still because she's the one that's going to be bringing herself down onto you. And then she's going to start to explore her movement. Now, if she starts to kind of really try and go up and down a lot, that could actually cause her to hurt herself. And it's typically because what she's seen. So instead, guide her hips and just start to rock her hips back and forth like this. Okay. So that way then she can gently relax onto when she gets to the depth she likes, and then move back and forth as opposed to trying to force herself to go deeper.
Okay, so slow movements.
Slow movements, rocking movements.
Okay. And
the other one then is, let's say you're on top now, and she's on her back, so she's maybe a little bit less mobile. What you could do is, one, you could place a pillow underneath her back here. Okay. Not under the back here, so that way then her butt falls down. You want to actually put it more here so that her butt's a little bit more up in the air. And then what you'll do is, when you start to go inside, I would take her hands and place them on your hips, and tell her, if that all starts to feel uncomfortable, please please stop me, so that she can
That's-
show you
that's
to block
really
with her
important.
hands.
Okay, yeah.
And then secondly, when you want more, guide my hips, pull me in. So that way you're actually kind of presenting yourself there and allowing her to guide your body into her.